Let's talk about dumb money mistakes that real estate agents make. I am a great person to share my experiences on this because I've made just about as many dumb money mistakes as one could in this industry. I wish I were joking. I'm not. After almost 10 years in business, there are a lot of ways that I have found to waste a ton of money. And my husband, who is my business partner, and I always joke, although we're not really totally joking, that we've probably wasted at least 6 figures over our time in this business, maybe even more. Ow, that hurts to say out loud, but it's totally true. And I'm being vulnerable here because you might feel like you're the only person who's made dumb money mistakes in this business, but I promise you're not. I wanna share with you the 3 dumbest mistakes that you can make when it comes to spending your money in real estate. The first dumb mistake that you can make in real estate is by investing in lead generation before having your business plan really dialed in. So without having the right systems and structure in your business that are going to help ensure you will be attracting the right kind of leads and converting them in your business into clients for life, you should not be spending money on lead generation. There are 1,001 ways to generate leads in this business, and most of them are free. If I look at my lead generation and marketing budget today, I am doing 10 times the amount of business that I was in my first year. I mean, maybe not quite that much, but my marketing budget is absolutely a fraction of what it ever has been today, almost 10 years in business. And a big part of that is because I've been able to build my business around the right lead sources that are attracting dream ideal clients with consistency and predictability. I am not paying for leads and having to grovel my way to the closing table and trying to convince people to work with me. As a newer agent, if you are a newer agent, you don't have to do that either. That is not some rite of passage that gets you to the place of closing business predictably every single month. Instead, from day 1 or from day 10,000, you can start by getting away from that hamster wheel of always looking for the next deal, and instead look to lead generation sources that are not going to cost you a great deal of financial input, but instead are going to convert like magic. I've got a bunch of videos on my channel that shows you exactly how to do it, and the real estate agents that I mentor in the Market Authority Academy are incredible examples of being able to accomplish this in record time as well. Now, the second dumb money mistake that real estate agents make is kind of along the same lines, but investing in software and services before they're ready. So the big question is, how do you know when you're ready? For example, you should not be investing in a giant CRM marketing platform that costs you an arm and a leg each month if you are not ready to use it, meaning you don't have a time and place in your routine and your daily structure to make sure that you're using that consistently. Or if you are investing in a CRM that's really expensive, but you're only generating a small number of leads per month and you don't see that changing anytime soon, even if gurus like me on the internet are telling you you should have a CRM, in that case, you probably don't need a CRM yet. And when I got into the business, there was this joke that I heard a couple of times where they say, "Now listen, Stephanie, if you want to make money in real estate, sell things to realtors." And a mentor shared that with me in helping me understand what I did need to spend my money on and what I don't need to spend my money on. And that always goes through my head now when I look at different things that I could be shelling out for. And it always helps give me a little bit of a pause to ask, do I need to be spending money in this right now? And if no, how can I use something like this in the future to help me grow when I'm ready? Now, my last dumb money mistake is gonna hurt for a couple of you. And it's okay, because sometimes this is just a learning pain that we need to go through. The last dumb money mistake is not saving for taxes. From day 1, the only smart thing that my husband and I did from day 1 when we got into real estate was we met with a CPA, an accountant, and actually this was not on day 1, but this was pretty close. And she taught us how to save for our taxes. So get with a CPA. There is no magic time where you should be hitting a certain amount of production before speaking to a CPA. If you are in business for yourself, you automatically, if you've never even made $1 in business, you automatically have to go talk to a CPA. Like, that's just my feelings at this point, because my CPA has saved me so much money over the years and saved me from a lot of liability and risk as well. The smartest thing that she told us to do was save for taxes. And so we decided early on just to pay taxes annually. I know you can do it quarterly. I know some people do things differently. Just do whatever works for you. But from every single commission that we've ever earned, anytime we've ever been given a check, regardless of what we think that year is going to shape out to look like, we take a big portion of that and put it directly into our tax savings account, and we don't touch it. So what this looks like, and again, I'm not giving financial advice, and just sharing a little bit about my personal experience. We have a business banking checking account, we have a business savings account, and in that business savings account, 30 to 40% of every check that we have ever received gets put in, and we never touch it until it's time for taxes. Sometimes we have to use all of it, sometimes we don't, but especially if you are coming from a W-2 environment where somebody else, your employer, has been withholding taxes for you, this can take a little while to learn. Now, you might get into business and suddenly have a big tax bill and think, well, what's even the point? Like, this is totally crazy. You are not the first to ask this, and you will not be the last. The difference is, if you have come from another employment environment where you have an employer handling this for you, they were already doing this. They were withholding your taxes from your payroll and paying it on your behalf. You just never saw it. Now that you are in business for yourself, as a real estate agent, it has become your responsibility. And it doesn't matter if you're a brand new agent who has never earned a dime, you need to start right now putting that in place to make sure that you are ready to save for your taxes. I feel like this entire video could become a dialogue on me explaining the importance of this, and I say it only because it was the only smart thing that we did getting into business from day one, and I have seen so many other agents burned by not taking this advice. So if you take anything ever from me, I encourage you to take this tip. Now, for those of you who have been around the block for a while, if you've been around and you've learned some really smart money tips, I would love to hear them in the comments below. So take a moment and share one of your smartest or biggest lessons that you've learned from dumb money mistakes in real estate. I know that there are some creative ones out there, and I'd love to hear. So share them in the comments so that we can all learn from each other and continue to support each other along the way. Hope you found this video helpful. We'll keep it short and sweet. Thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, keep on crushing it.